uses the Christian faith, but it does not practice the Christian faith. Christian nationalism says that Jesus is Lord, but only knows how to follow the way of Caesar and trust in the power of Caesar. I believe in the power of a different sort. And Christian nationalism says yes to every single temptation that Jesus resisted in the wilderness. So where do we go from here? I want to leave you with some hope tonight. I believe that the greatest critique of the bad is the practice of the good. So if you are a person of faith tonight, and I don't presume that you all are and wouldn't do that, but if you are, practice your faith in public. We need different expressions. I'll speak about my own tradition. We need different expressions of what it means to be Christian and what it means to be Baptist than we typically get with the ones holding the microphone today. What are the movements worthy of emulation? What is the civil rights movement of our day, the suffrage movement of our day, the anti-apartheid movement in South Africa, which was thoroughly a faith-sponsored and encouraged work in South Africa? These movements expanded the rights of other people across religious traditions. That's what I want to see, is where people of faith are advocating not just for their rights, but for the rights of people across the board. That's when we'll know we're doing it right, when our movements have a liberative effect. One last book I want to commend to you tonight. The title is Healing the Heart of Democracy. It's written by a Quaker named Parker Palmer. In this book, he says we often talk about politics as if it's happening in the other room. Politics is something that's happening at the Arkansas State House, or it's something that's happening in the Capitol or City Hall or wherever. But in a democracy, politics is happening in whatever room the demos is in. Demos is the Greek word for people. This is politics. When you have a conversation with a friend over a cup of coffee, that is politics. When we as people of faith bear public witness for right and just causes in our culture, that is politics. And we always talk about infrastructure in terms of bridges and roads and physical infrastructure. But y'all, what Parker argues for is an infrastructure of the soul in democracy. How do we rebuild the infrastructure where we tell the truth to each other, where we see the humanity of each other, where we're in the journey with each other across specific religious traditions or none at all? So, let us emphasize the difference between patriotism and nationalism. One is a virtue, and one is a deadly vice. Let us emphasize that love does not coerce. It invites, influences, and encourages, but it does not coerce. Let us build broad coalitions. Let us bear religious witness without imposing religious views. Let us advocate for the liberty of religious minorities. Let us join the movement of Christians against Christian nationalism. Yes, that's a thing, and yes, I can tell you how to be a part of that. And let me encourage you to get involved at the state and or local level, because Christian nationalist policies are being passed at the local level more than they're being passed at the national level. AKA library boards, school districts, on and on. Do not neglect your local politics.